Hello, everybody. I think I fixed my audio problem, so hopefully this audio will be a lot better this time. It is Steven again, and I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about the Anytime tournaments that were sponsored by Peak Monsters and that Splinterlands is starting to do them. These are the tournaments that you can play and enter and then just set up your teams and then see if you win later. So I accidentally entered this one. I didn't realize it was golden cards. Luckily, it was only a 10 deck. I don't have golden summoners, so I couldn't even really play. So I'm not going to show you anything on this one. This is the one I did today. I didn't do too well in this one. I'll go ahead and show you how it works. So it breaks you up, and it will explain how it does this, but into groups. So even though there was around 198 people in here, it's going to split those people up into this case groups of 10, or no, groups of 13, because it finds a way to make it as even as it can. And then you do your battles and you get a win-loss. As you can see right now, I'm 6-4. That's not terrible, and if I clear out these last battles, 1, 2, 3, I could end up 9-4. If we go look at the standings, though, that's probably not going to be good enough. There's already some people with 9 wins, and if they get to 10, then they're going to be past me, and this tournament in itself was only paying out the top 7. This was sponsored by Peak Monsters. I'm going to also show you their website really quick in a moment after we go over this a little bit more. They're one of the third-party websites that integrate with Splinterlands a lot and have a lot of cool features, but we're not going to go into them too much because with the switch to Hive that was announced, which is the big news going on right now in Splinterlands for most people, they're going to have to rework some of their tools, and we'll have to see what's still in there post move to Hive. So the way that these tournaments work is when you come into them, you'll get asked to create a team. You see the rule set, the mana set, your opponent. It does show you the teams your opponents played with recently, so you kind of got an idea of what you have. And then you just wait. So on this one, I'm waiting for this battle. This battle already happened. Once the battles happen, you come back, you're able to watch them. So I can see how I won or how I lost. This one, we'll watch it really fast just to quickly show you that you can bring up the battle and watch it. And one of the cool things about tournaments, if you want to think about hosting one of these, is you can do this. Tournament sponsor, Peak Monsters. Peak Monsters in the background. This is another really cool thing with the tournament features. I feel like in Anytime tournament that can get 200 players, that you can have your advertisement on the board, 13 matches, so 13 different times to 200 different people. That's a pretty good little boost, so we should see hopefully some more projects maybe come here and host some tournaments, because with the Anytime tournaments it's a lot easier to get a lot of players. So here I got kind of lucky. This is a gold tournament. I ran into somebody who entered because it was so cheap to enter, that only had level 1 cards for the teams available. So that's why I'm not really going to show this one. It was just kind of showing you the recap and that the sponsorships are there in the Anytime tournament. We'll just go super fast. This is almost silly to watch because it's just going to be a really quick win. But this does show something. If you want to compete in the tournaments, you have to level up the cards to at least the level of the tournament you're going to be playing in. I don't have all maxed out cards, so that might be one of the reasons why in this one, for gold, I ran into a couple times when I lost. Here, I'll show you a game I lost to against, let's see, here. So here's one where I don't have the legendary beta summoners, and so I ran into a fight against them. And when you don't have the legendary beta summoners and the mana range is right about here at 30, you're at a disadvantage, and that's just a factor. In the lower mana, the extra 2 that this guy costs sometimes can make your team stronger. But here you'll see, even though his summoner doesn't seem like he made a huge deal, I just ended up losing this pretty bad. And his cards are all maxed out for the level, whereas I have a couple of mine a little bit lower, right? This guy's only 5, not 8, and that has a little bit of a difference going on. For a second, I thought maybe I would compete in this when the lineups first were there, but as you can see, I just got dominated. So that's something to know if you want to compete to win in tournaments. Having a couple of these beta summoners that are legendary at the higher levels is important. It's my next goal to probably get maybe 1 or 2 of them on some of the teams that I'm stronger on maxed out, because I want to have maxed out ones with my cards that are all leveled up. But they're expensive. I'm going to need to earn some more deck, earn some more stuff, do some more posting, earn a little bit more money before I come and buy those cards. So now I'm just waiting for these last 3 battles. I did better in this other one here for silver because it was no legendary summoners, so I didn't have to worry about the legendary summoners being problematic. I do have a Mimosa maxed out, so when the mana cap is 35 or higher and death is available, I can use her, and that makes me more competitive in those fights. But this one here, currently, I'm 9-2 with 3 matches to go. I don't know if I can get into the top 7. Let's see if it's possible. We got someone who went 13-0, so he's gonna win. This guy's 11-2. I could be 11-2 if I don't lose any more. And my last 2 battles, my last couple battles. Oh no, wait! I could actually get. This is 14 matches, so I could get to. If I win all 3 of these, I think I have a chance. And these players are not very high ranked, so I might have a chance of running into somebody that has lower level cards. But as you can see, they still have 23 hours to enter their team. So it might not be till tomorrow that I see who's going to win this. The benefit of that is that a lot of people can enter these, and a lot of people can actually play in them. So here you had 261 people enter this one, and everyone really can come and play because this was for 48 hours. Anytime tournaments are not always going to be like this. There's no way it's always going to be 48 hours. There's no way the group sizes are always going to be 15. There is a chance that they're going to be like, I want to host one. Maybe you can tell me if you hear this. I feel like a 12-hour entry range and try to stick it to like groups of 10, because 15 battles or 14 battles, it was kind of a time sink to sit here and submit 14 teams because the system isn't super quick yet. Maybe when it moves to Hive, I don't know if it'll get any quicker, but when you have to hit submit team, you have to wait a second, the rule set comes up, you got to think about what you want to make, you have to make your team, submit it, wait a minute for it to say you've submitted your team, come back, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. It took me a long time in that gold match just to surrender 15 matches. I was like, I was going to walk away, but if the match finished up, since it was a 2-day timer, I didn't want people waiting an extra day just because I didn't submit my teams. So I went ahead and did that. Now that we've kind of covered the anytime tournaments a little bit, I want to go ahead and show you the Peak Monsters site. If you haven't been to it before, this is their site. It's just peakmonsters.com. You can log in with your keychains either in a lot of different ways. Once you're here, they have a nice thing where you can actually see your collection and your collection's value. I outed myself that I do have an okay amount of cards here, but most of you probably know that. I currently moved all of my DEC into the game because I was worried about the hard fork. I'm not going to get into that too much because this is a Splinterlands video I'm making, but that was pretty crazy. I'll just say that. There's a Robin Hood involved if you don't know, and that's pretty cool. But going back to this, well, some of the cool things about this is you can put money, put Steam. This will probably change to Hive later on, or something else into the account, and then you used to be able to do bids for cards. So here's me. See, I'm actively trying to buy some of the epic cards from the new set, trying to get them really cheap, and sometimes it works. I picked up 5 of this one for 20 cents. But none of these other ones are biting, so people aren't dumping these cards. These are some rares I was hoping to pick up. This they want to keep in the system after the change, so I hope it'll still be here. The bidding is pretty cool. The rental market here is also pretty interesting. So they do have a system where there are cards that are for rent and cards that can be rented out. I'm currently renting out enough cards to bring myself in 12 cents a day. This is the one thing that might not be there in the future, but we'll see. These guys do a lot of work to make this stuff work, and unfortunately, when they're running a solution on top of Splinterlands, and they're doing it really because they really believed in the project, and their fees are so darn low that they're not making a ton of money off of doing all of this. So hopefully this can maybe get them a little more attention, get a little people to look at them, look at their account. They'll be doing posts asking people what kind of things are important and what kind of things you want to see kept on the site, and just asking for some opinions before they really do all the work they're going to need to move this site over to working with the Hive change and with the change that's happening in Splinterlands, where all card purchases are now going to be made with either DEC or credits. So we're all going to have to buy credits with our crypto, which isn't bad because you can pay a lot of different cryptos to get your credits and then buy the cards, and then DEC will be paid out to the people who are selling their cards on the market. This does mean the DEC market on Steam Engine and Hive Engine are going to become probably a little more volatile, which is interesting if you wanted to try to trade those, but there'll be a lot of people who sell a card, get the DEC, and then want to go turn the DEC into Hive or turn it into Steam and then go and sell that out on the exchange. So that's just something they're bringing into the game that I'm feeling like they're trying to get more use for the dark energy crystals, trying to make sure that people have more of these, and it's just a little simpler for them to say, hey, in-game, you're only using these currencies to pay. We always pay out in these currencies, but you can buy the credits with any cryptocurrency, because we do want this game to expand out more than just to the original players from Steam and the players from Hive. We want to see more players come into this. So I think that's a better way than going, because it would be really weird for somebody who set up a Steam or Hive account just to play the game to say be buying coins with, let's say they brought in there's somebody who was we'll say Litecoin. You know, they're just bringing in Litecoin, buying their cards, or they're an Ethereum person, they're using their Ethereum to come in and buy their cards, and then all of a sudden they say, hey, somebody transferred you the 30 Hive because you were selling one of your golden cards that you got or something. You're like, what am I supposed to do with that? So it is a little bit easier, I think, to just make it all, DEC, credits, have that go to the people, have them use it in-game to buy potions, to buy packs, and then really advertise the fact that, hey, if you want to go change it, you use the Hive engine or you use the Steam engine, and then you can switch it into a different crypto on that exchange. That also could help with the markets there. I know this video has kind of been a little all over the place, but I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the Anytime tournament. I'm still working on a new idea for a weekly series with my giveaways like I was doing before. So if anybody's got any ideas out there, feel free to let me know. I do have a giveaway to do, so I figured why not do it here on the video. I currently let people enter on Steam and Hive. With what happened with the whole Steam hard fork, I don't know if I should still be doing that. I did have 2 people enter who only entered on Steam. I like the idea of still expanding out to new Steam users that might be coming on, a chance to win cards, to win DEC, to bring them into the game. But I'm worried the fight between the 2 chains is getting to a level where people might not like that I'm posting my content on both. I'm going to keep doing it for now. I'm going to kind of see what happens, see if there's a lot of backlash. Let me know what you think. Do I have to abandon Steam because of what some of the witnesses do, even though a lot of users had very little to no say in what was going on there? Or do we still, try to put this content out there on a lot of different platforms just to bring more players into the game. With that, let's see who wins the 1000 DEC. Oh, is it? Oh, it made it to you. Check that out. Just grabbing a screenshot really quick. It's kind of funny, coronavirus there. Pretty aptly named person who started following me recently. He's been entering a lot of my contests, and he's been winning a lot of stuff for me. I have to say, you're pretty lucky. With that, I'm just going to say I hope all of you have a good time, and know that on this post there will be another chance for you to just tell me what you thought of the video and win another 1000 DEC. So I will talk to you next time. Bye.